Alright, welcome back. Last time, we were rescued by Kyoko, and now we're back up in the school, and we talked to Monokuma, and we made a deal where we have to find out all the secrets of the school at a last trial, or everybody dies. So that's fun. Anyway, Kyoko, thanks for that. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. Wasn't sure if any of you would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand a chance of getting anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
I had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
Because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. You want to elaborate? So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they'd hijacked the airwave to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? I mean, the idea of someone taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
Didn't exactly read something like you don't likely read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet, somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They have to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. All their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal is to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous, completely irrational. That's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind had to be more particular than reasonable about their own regulations. The mastermind simply ignored their rules. This wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. That's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. Began a trial that didn't have a right answer, and then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. Due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who is also not the killer. When that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope. They've defeated us in perfect form.
In other words,
We'd only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. All of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Since you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
It looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She added a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have made you much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. I wouldn't deserve another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Everything we've gone through would have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost all our lives. There's no other option except to win.
Hey,
But before I get in the final battle, I have to we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now I know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go. I would assume it's nighttime of the trial, because it hasn't been that long. And it's nighttime currently. And also because, I think this, over here. Like, that hasn't opened up. I guess you would sleep the night and then things would open after that? That's probably the case. Would they be... I mean, it's nighttime, so the dining room is closed, but maybe they're in there anyway? And suddenly we're greeted with... Oh. He's broken. Again. He's really broken. Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Okay. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I don't know what that was all about. I couldn't but let out a sigh of relief. Ah. Oh, you guys
Is
are in
that-
here.
Makoto?
Hi, I lived.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
you survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Okay,
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
not a ghost. Everyone was there. All my friends who'd struggled together and survived. When I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. Started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! In my flesh, my tears dried up. Yeah, because you were in the trash, so you smell it. But it's fine.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We do explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? Is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial.
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
She's saying is all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying that the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
The decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
I just believed in my friend that she wasn't, trying to throw me under the bus for bad reasons. Because she did kind of throw you under the bus a little, but it was for good reasons, though. But executing Makoto who wasn't the Blackened is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke one of their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. Here's the TV broadcast agreeing the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. You said now it's the Mastermind that's in snares. That's what you're inferring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. If anyone doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery.
But
If we're looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
Probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
Everyone!
I hate you.
Hey, who said you did those turns without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. Rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring who the Mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So we work together and search as hard as we can. I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. What do you mean? You can't agree? Why not? Working together with everyone seems like the totally obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. So Monokuma gave that little hint of his. A hint? I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game, we had 16 participants, all of them high school students. Only people to take a single step in Oats Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the Mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, the Mastermind would have to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma probably could murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the Mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. At Mukuro, when you get 16. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
Those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, the people standing right here. Do they continue or do you get it now? You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
No way.
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And there's one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? the ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they had to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see someone acting suspiciously anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled them in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We haven't noticed one sneaking out that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way we would have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement.
Uh-huh.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Oh yeah?
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
A very enigmatic of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
Time for talk is done, and we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working our own from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can only rely on myself, and the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must hold up your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Bakura left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, but without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless! So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm going by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Let's wait and see. We use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Alright. Nothing loudly here left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But...
I thought I don't trust everyone, you know? But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. You haven't been here. I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figured, at least at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna do it, and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits. She dashed to the dining hall. And once again, just us two.
Indeed.
So you don't want my help at all? So you're gonna have fun on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However...
Oh, don't misunderstand. Just because we are searchers separately doesn't mean we still can't work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as a splitting up to cover more ground. Then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
I'd better get going. I have an instant list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we'll investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go to before.
Makoto.
Makoto, whatever it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. And with that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. No time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. But the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. Then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking a look at Makuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Wayne had stabbed a single time in the knife, which went completely through the body. He'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuru Kusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out where we killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were unlocked until now. The mastermind's room, the biolab, the door in the data center with Monkuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. It should be open now, right? After that, I'll double check on the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get ready. Oh, that's useful. Alright. I think we'll start that investigation, or our final investigation, I guess. We'll start that next time. So until then,